What is going on, everybody? For those who don't know, I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. What's going on, everybody? Just decided to come out here at lunch and talk about some birds for a little bit, but I do have a Battle Birds podcast update. So, what's going on, Rod Clips, Rome One More, Philly Girl, Murph the Kenzo, Asian Robinson, Camo Wolf, Brokey, 711, BLSG, Stephen B, Vic 3, what's going on, everybody? Stephen Joyce, another channel member. Big Pain said Eagle Nation. Grunge Smurf, Surge Sauce, King James III, what's good, my guy? Another channel member. I got to link up with you on Twitter just to talk a little bit. Takeem Hilton, what's going on? So, pretty much I just wanted to talk about Eagle Realist, what is going on? Charlie Chan. So, pretty much, I wanted to talk about, let's do the Battle Birds podcast update real quick. RB in the house, what's going on? We normally do the Battle Bird podcast on Saturday around 5, 6, 7. The starting time always changes up a little bit depending on the Battle Birds podcast members' schedule, but it's always on Saturday. But today we're going to do it on Friday. So, with that being said, let me just not let it cancel. Another phone call again. With that being said, we're going to do it on Friday. I believe we're going to start at 8 o'clock. So that's the big Battle Bird podcast update. It will not be on Saturday. It is going to be on Friday, today. So 8 o'clock tonight. Make sure you remember. Hopefully the people who are not watching this live, make sure, they watch. I might put the time in the title so it's easier. 8 o'clock Eastern time. So we be there doing the Battle Bird podcast. Philly Fresh know, Gate City knows we're gonna do it Friday because some people going on vacation tomorrow and just there's some things that people got to take care of. I'm a channel member on my other phone. Takeem Hilton 2.0, I know you are. I was always wondering if you were the same person or two different people, but I appreciate you, my guy, 100%. Victory said, what's going on, everybody? How about tonight and tomorrow? Yeah, so I don't think everybody's busy tomorrow, but at least one or two of the three members of the Battle Bird podcast is busy. So we definitely going to do it tonight, though. So if you want to come through for the Battle Birds podcast live, come there tonight at 8 o'clock. But let's talk about some Philadelphia Eagles real quick. As you see in the thumbnail, that's the key offensive players. Now, we all know that Dallas Goedert and Zach Ertz, being the best tight end duo in the NFL, are going to eat. They're going to eat. They are going to eat. But we need to see stuff from the three guys on the thumbnail. That's Carson Wentz, who we know he's going to eat as well. But him eating has to do with the guys around him. Like I said, Dallas Goedert and Zach Ertz are going to get theirs. They're going to get theirs. But can guys like Miles Sanders really step up, which I believe he can? Can Deshaun Jackson play double-digit games or be healthy? I think he can. And can Jalen Reagor, as a rookie, come in and do what we need him to do? What's good, Philly Mike? Need that wrench. AB Moon, I got you. But yeah, so that's pretty much where I'm at. That offense could be potent if we get a healthy Deshaun Jackson. If we get Miles Sanders doing Miles Sanders second half of the year type things. Like I said, Dallas Goedert and Zach Ertz are going to get theirs. They're going to get theirs. It's inevitable. But we need Deshaun Jackson, Jalen Reagor, who's going to be asked to do big things as a rookie, and Miles Sanders to step up. And on the defensive side, Darius Slay there. He's the one guy representing from the secondary, but it's the defensive line. And more importantly, the interior. I believe Derek Barnett needs to step up. Same with Brandon Graham, who don't need to step up because he's been doing what he's been doing for the last couple years. But as he's getting older, we're still going to need to see some energy out of him. We're going to need other guys to come up too. But that interior is what's going to change the game. The interior. Starting Hargrave, starting Fletcher Cox, and then bringing in a healthy Malik Jackson when the offensive line is tired.
On the web.
What am my iPhone doing? So, the offensive lines are getting tired. You rotate Fletcher Cox out for a little bit. You rotate Hargrave out for a little bit, bring in a healthy Malik Jackson, a Hassan Ridgeway, Same thing with Brandon Graham, bringing in a Sweat or an Avery. So This D-line is going to set the tempo, but more importantly, in the interior. The interior is going to make the defensive ends look good. And they all are going to make guys like Darius Slay look really good. See, Darius Slay with Detroit last year. Look, I'm big on Darius Slay. I really am. Let me get to some of these comments real quick. AB Musa, my guy, he says Sidney Jones needs to go. Oh, my goodness. McNabb versus T.O. Who's winning the fight? Whew. I'm a McNabb guy all day. He said, I have two phones, a Galaxy S8, this phone, and a Galaxy S9. My membership phone channel is my member for channel phone. I hear you, two open T-Mobile lines. Got you, got you. I appreciate you, though. I always wonder if you guys were the same because the pictures are different, too. Kevin Corrin said, what up, Phillies tonight? Yes, yes, yes. I'll be watching it. Actually, I'll try to unless the Battlebirds podcast get interrupted. AB True TO 46 still can bench. Oh yeah, I saw earlier this week. I saw TO race Tyreek Hill. Now, of course, Tyreek Hill beat him, but he ran like a 4.42 or something like that. Besides us, which teams can match our speed on both sides of the ball? Maybe the Chiefs. Maybe the Chiefs. Yeah, we definitely a very fast team. But let me get back to that defensive line real quick. Darius Slay had a down year in 2019. 2016, 17, 18, Darius Slay was still the man. I still think he's going to have a great year with the Philadelphia Eagles. I still think he's good. He had really good spots last year, but Matt Patricia did not use him right. And the Detroit Lions defensive line didn't get it done. So he was asked to do way too much in that defense for the Detroit Lions. So he kind of got put on blast a little bit. At times, only at times. Darius Slay is going to eat over here because you're going to have a guy. You're going to have the defensive line do most of the work. Quarterbacks are going to have to do three-step drops, get the ball out. A big play guy like Big Play Slay is going to be able to jump routes. He's a ball hawk. He wasn't able to do that in Detroit. The D-line is going to make guys like Sidney Jones, Avonte Maddox, whoever gets that second man job, life easier. Because again, they're not going to have to play defense for long. They're not going to have to run with these deep routes. These deep post routes ain't going to develop if Fletcher Cox, if Brandon Graham, if Malik Jackson and Javon Hargrave are doing their jobs. What up, Philly Mike? What's going on, Gene Pyle? Bershero Randall, what's going on? Can we please finally beat Seattle this year? Smurf, I'm with you, man. Seattle has our number for the longest time. The Saints play us really well, but the great thing about that is we got both them in the link. Now I hope we can get at least 25% of the Stansfield, hopefully. But being at home makes it easier to win games like Seattle, New Orleans. So playing them on the road would be a little bit extra, but I feel a little confident that we can finally get over that hump with some of these teams. Jalen Reagor is going to be our Tyreek Hill. Maybe not this year, but he should be making big plays on the regular in the second year when he has a full feel for the system and his role. Yeah, Jalen Reagor's got that game in him. He reminds me of the old school Steve Smith Sr. He got that Tyreek in him. You can give him a 5-yard pass across the middle and he can take it the distance. Not only is he fast, not only is he shifty, but he can run through tackles, especially DB tackles. Hey, what do you think of the guy Grayland Arnold? Yo, I'm actually going to do a video on him. I want to break down his strengths, his weaknesses, some of his game film. It's a little bit hard to get some of that college tape, but I'm going to get it. I really want to break down. I think he's a guy who can slip into the roster, and if not, he will be on our practice squad. There were people who had him on the Eagles had him as a possible draft candidate. So if we saw how the draft was going at the end and we saw people needing defensive backs, we might have pulled him with one of them last picks. So Grayland Arnold, he is the safety slash corner from Baylor. He played with Denzel Mims. He knows him. So, you know, what better than to get him on the team, let him hear what he said about his new team, and he go crack him real quick. But yeah, so real quick, let's just get back to it. The speed on offense is important, not just the speed, but the guys other than our tight ends. We need Deshaun, we need Reagor, we need Miles, we need Carson. Once that connection gets the two receivers and the running back, you kind of get that, you know, Deshaun Jackson's still there. You got Miles being LaShawn, and you got Reagor being Macklin. You get that quick pace, fast, high-hitting offense. Also, on defense, like I said, everything we do is going to start with the tempo of the D-line. The D-line does not do what it needs to do. Our defense ain't going to look good. I don't care about Darius Slay. I don't care about Will Parks. I don't care about Roby Coleman. Their job is not going to be that easy. Their job is going to be extra hard in Jim Schwartz's scheme if the D-line don't hit home. So we banking on the D-line, and I believe the D-line can get it done. But yeah, I definitely want to do a video on Grayland Arnold. And for those who are just tuning in, the Battle Birds podcast is at 8 o'clock tonight. So we will not be doing it on Saturday. We're doing it tonight at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to, when I'm done with this video, I'm going to put that in the title. So for people who just say, nah, I ain't about to watch this video, but I do like the Battle Bird podcast, they can see it. For those who are in here, make sure you smash that like button on the way out. It really helps me out. You know, it's something light. All you got to do is bang, bang, boom, boom. It's quick, easy. Twitter fingers, that's it. But yeah, I'm excited. We're starting to see sports back. The Sixers have a scrimmage tonight. The Phillies have their first game tonight. I won $276 on a Stanton home run. Stanton and Eaton's home run. So it was good stuff, you know. What else I was gonna say? Wait, what did I see right there? Davion Taylor can be that third linebacker, potential number 2 linebacker if injury to TJ Edwards and Nate Gary. Taylor may just get as many snaps as TJ Edwards because he can cover and move. Lunchtime, crunch time. You already know. Appreciate you, Dak, missing. But yeah, Takeem, I think Davion Taylor can play a pivotal role on this defense. Again, I think the potential is 100% there. Just the rawness of playing a lot and learning these schemes and stuff like that. He's going to need some time, but this dude could be a stud. Third round could be a stud. Name one player you feel won't make the roster, but you would be afraid to lose on the waiver wire. Why not just mention your guys? Adrian Killins, right? You know what I mean? Everybody loves Adrian Killins. The dude makes fast look slow. I'm 50-50 on him. Would I love his speed in certain packages? Yes. I just don't know how he'll play the rest of the role. So it's tough, but that's a guy that everybody's talking about. A guy like Grayland Arnold, because when I break his tape down, I'm going to tell you that I like the guy. He ran slow. I think he ran a 4.59. A 4.59, so he almost runs a 4.6. That's slow for a DB in the NFL. You talk about Rasul Douglas getting beat deep. That's another thing. So even though he can play corner, you really don't want him on the outside. A 4.59 guy who's only 5'9", that's not good recipe for the outside corner. So if we bring Grayland Arnold in, he's a safety and or a nickelback. A nickelback preferably because his weight's too little too. So he has to bulk up a little bit, but I like his game tape. I like how he breaks on balls. Grayland Arnold attacks the ball. He's a ball hawk. But 5'9", a 4.59, not too good. Davion Taylor's college film was on point. Yeah, it was. But you got to remember, when you search anybody's highlights, they're always going to be decent. You know what I mean? They're always going to be decent. Again, I'm not trying to take anything away from Davion Taylor. He's nice. But highlights, you're only showing the handful of plays he did good. We got to see what he did bad, because when you learn somebody's weaknesses, that's how you make their strengths better. So anybody's highlights, I mean, go ahead, type Nelson Aguilar highlights in. I mean, there'll be a couple catches you see. He'll be juking people out. You'll be like, dang, he good. So you got to go a little bit farther than highlights. But I do think Davion Taylor got a package that's not teachable. Speed, pursuit, awareness, that's not teachable. But he got to just, you know, get more game under him so he can read defenses. Okay, I know this is about to be a pass underneath, blah, 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 you know. But I ain't mad, though, Takeem. I like Davion Taylor. I like Sean Bradley, too. Be More Philly, Charles Smith, been putting me on him. I like him. I like how you always say the first 2 words in my name, then laugh at the third. Yeah, I can't get it out. I can't get it out. Philly Notion, what's going on? Another channel member says, sorry I'm late, my guy. Big salute. Yeah, bro, Killins better be better not be cut before he hits the field. I hear you. The linebackers are young and fast. The league won't be able to handle them. I hear you, Bashir. And yo, shout out to Bashir Randall, yo. That last video he did have me cracking up. He was spitting all facts about Dak and the Cowboys, but the funny thing was every time he jumped to a new subject, he was in a different area. That junk was funny. It was tough though. Philly girl. Anyone streaming the game? What game are you talking about? The Sixers, the Phillies, Claiborne Lynch Jr. said, I agree. I'm not sure what you agree on. Won't be much on Nelly. Hey, it'll be something though. Sean Bradley will start ahead of TJ Edwards. Interesting. I think, TJ Edwards has the potential to be good. He's not a great cover linebacker. Sean Bradley can cover. So I'll give you that. Sean Bradley is definitely the better cover linebacker, most likely. Juice World Fan 6788 says, go Birds. And Philly Girl says, the Phillies. I don't think I will be, because again, for those who are just tuning in, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We do live streams at the crib. We do live streams on the go. We do regular videos. Hit that subscribe button. And also, do me a favor, smash that like button. It's something real simple. With that being said, the Battle Birds podcast, it's me, Philly Fresh, Gate City Sports. We talk for a long time. Eagles, we chop it up with you guys. It's normally on Saturday, but today it will be on Friday. So Friday, which is today, 8 o'clock, make sure you come through and chat it up Philadelphia Eagle style. Juice World said, who do you think is going to sign Jadeveon Clowney? And for those who love me saying this or make fun of me saying this, at the end of the day, I think it's going to be Seattle. I think he's going to just go back with Seattle. Andre said, sup, go Eagles. What's going on, my guy? Like I said, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button right next to the like button. Let's get it. Only way Killings makes this team is if he can tackle. Special teams. If he can catch and constantly return punts and trick plays, I don't see Killings as a pass block and running back between tackles. 100% right, Takeem. That's what's going to really hurt his whole thing. But I'm about to get in the building. Like I said, this was a quick live stream. Pretty much just wanted to touch base when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles key players on offense. I'm talking about other than the tight ends, because we know what the tight ends can do. We know what the tight ends can do. Now we got to see Deshaun Jackson. We know what he can do, but we got to see him play. We need to see Rager with Carson, who he's always had a bad quarterback. And check this out. Jalen Rager led all the receivers that were in the draft, well, in the first round, with 27 contested catches. 27. Let's get him with a good quarterback. And the defensive line is going to run the defense, and it's going to start inside the interior. So, with that being said, Battlebird podcast at 8 o'clock Friday today. Be there. Get your popcorn ready. You know what I'm saying? Your drinks and all that stuff. Who's the guest today? Last week, LB. Yes, LB was on it, but we hosted it on his channel because he's that dude. He's that big guy in the Eagle community. I believe it's going to be 4-4 Philly fan is going to be the guest. Murph the Kendall says, Philly Tall podcast, Battlebirds podcast, you already know. Dak missing. Yeah, I mean, peace. And what do you say? Do you want us to sign Everson Griffin? That would be a guy I would love to sign. We talking about getting younger. He's older, but guess what? Older guy, 1-year deal. When we're still in win now, I'll take it. We still got younger. I think we're the 9th youngest team. With that being said, tune into the Battlebird podcast tonight at 8 o'clock. You know what time it is. We out.